Hello everybody and welcome back to my career playthrough in Kerbal Space Program. Today we got an interesting mission. We need to get a satellite around Duna, in a stationary orbit around Duna to be exact. So I'm going to accept that because I'm very much interested in that. We also need to test the decoupler TT3A whatever splashdown in Kerbin, which is going to be easy probably. And we need to rescue Zidus Kerbin from the orbit around the Moon, which will enable us to do the chance to do a spacewalk in lower lunar orbit. Spacewalk near the Moon. Yeah, that's something we also want to do, so let's do that as well. We have a few tourists, which I really don't want to do anymore, and we have some pressure and other stuff going on here, which I am not sure I'm ready to do at the moment, but since we have 5 years time left and we're still in year 1 on day 15, so imagine we have 15 days that we did in our space program, and yeah, we still haven't passed 20 days, and we have already explored the Moon, and we have done some other interesting stuff. So yeah, I think we're doing well. So, tracking station, what am I doing here? I want to go and see what that orbit around Duna is that the contract is talking about. And yes, there it is. Oh, it's basically Ike's orbit. So this could be interesting because let's just hope we don't get that orbit in such a way that we crash into the terrain. What's that? Location area DNC. So, is that contract telling me that I need to... Ooh! Specific orb stationed directly above... Oh, alright, okay, I need to be right above here. Okay, that could be interesting. Let's see if we manage to do that. So, what do we need to do? We really need to get a good satellite going on. Okay, first off, we need to find out what our delta V requirements are. So we're going to head out from Kerbin at 80 kilometers, and we're going to Duna, and unfortunately that number pops back again. And let's have that. That was a very high orbit, and I think it was that high. Let's see. Okay, insertion delta V 874, total 2000. So what we're going to need is a rocket that has 2000 meters per second of delta V, starting from already being in orbit around Kerbin, right? Okay, let's add our alarm there. When is this going to happen? It's going to happen in 215 days. I do think we have enough time in our contract left there. Let's also add the exact date. There we go. Kerbin to Duna. Precise. Okay, let's add the alarm. There we go. So you can see here there's a discrepancy of 4 days. So something in between that timestamp we're going to have to do our launch. Otherwise we could actually... What is it? Let's see. Latest departure, day 125. Let's see what that's going to take. Definitely more. But we could try to build something that has that amount of power. I mean, it's totally inefficient, but let's see. But then we could start right now. Okay, alarm clock, you're going away because you're in the way. Let's use, what are we going to use? You are remote pilot assistance, hibernation resources, yada yada yada, prograde, retrograde. And you don't have the prograde retrograde. So the Hex is definitely the more capable probe core than the other one. And yeah, let's make a relay out of that. Because why not? And it might come in useful when I send something to Duna or would like to send something to Duna. So this is probably enough to have some modicum of energy going into this. Okay, let's put some power on there. Also some solar panels. Yep, this should be enough. Looking good. Okay, now the tricky part. The part about the power, or the delta V requirements rather. Okay, we need to have a good engine. There we go. And what was that? We need a total of 3,500. So this is already very close to it. But yeah, be that as it may, I really want this to have... I really don't want this to... what am I saying here? I really want this to be the only thing that heads out to Duna. We want to have more. But first we want fairing, because aerodynamics. And yep, you're going to close here, and this time we're going to increase the ejection force. Otherwise, if you remember the last time we did something like this, it behaved a bit weirdly and was stuck, and we don't want a stuck rocket now, do we? Okay, so let's do another one here, and let's get something there. What are... Oh, I forgot to add a decoupler. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, a lot better. First the fairing, then the decoupler and the engine. So we have... yeah, this should give us... Let's put this over... where is it? There it is. Let's put this here and maybe get a bigger engine in here. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, we should have enough delta V to... If this thing is everything is basically our payload, then we need to have a bigger rocket down here to propel this out of the atmosphere, don't we? Okay, so how... 9 tons, that's not so much. But we're going to add a big one down here. Oh, how about something else? How about we do this the other way around and we add some... There we go. How about your interstage nodes? There you are. Interstage nodes active. And let's add a probe core in here that we might be able to land this thing. And of course then also some batteries. Yeah, that's enough. And then we can also add some fuel in there, because why not? Okay, first I want to have this here, and I want the skipper, because that's the largest 2.5 meter engine I yet have. Okay. That should be more than enough to get us out of the atmosphere. But maybe let's add some more fuel that we could use as some sort of... Yeah, what I'm wanting to do here is I want this fuel to be... Come on, close. There we go. You're not going to be staged because you're just protection. Oh, I wanted to add... Yeah, maybe that reaction wheel. Or... reaction thrusters. Now we're going to be fine, I guess. Okay, what's going to happen? This thing is going to push us out of the atmosphere, hopefully. Will it? Oh, barely. This is going to push us out of the atmosphere. Then we're going to use this thing here to start our Duna ejection to Duna. And then let's hope that this thing is capable of landing, because I really would like this to get recovered by my stage recovery mod. So that's why it has a probe core and it has some more fuel on it. Okay, parachutes are the final stage. And how we're doing, this is 55 tons, it's not that bad. So, Duna Sat 1, not exclamation mark, 1. Okay, we're going to release that fuel later on, otherwise we should have, would have had a nice margin. Maybe we would have, but let's see. Okay, so basically we could possibly go there. Do we have some other interesting transfer windows coming up soon? So let's do something. And let's go to E, for instance. Why not? Because 20 should be safe enough for going up in some really nice. So what's going to happen? E is coming up in here. Yes, that's going to be exciting when that happens. And this is turning to be precise. What else? Turning to Jewel, let's say. Let's cut it out. Wow, that's really well that we would require. But this doesn't take into account possibly get tiny pieces or something like that. But when is that going to happen? In further ways. So I'm also going to add this here. So the idea is, why am I doing all of this boring bureaucratic stuff here? Reason being is maybe we get some to do our Jewel 5 mission, which is the goal of this entire series. If you haven't known yet, maybe we will be able to get to do our Jewel 5 mission at the first chance we can get on a nice. Okay, what I forgot to do was to add something in there, because if we have the chance to visit Duna, why not use it for science? Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's put this in here. Let's go over here. Here, I said. Okay, the fairing needs to be edited because it's now no longer tall enough. That's better. Okay, can we still get out of the atmosphere? Ooh, barely. I might be adding some boosters to that, because I also want to add some more experiments. Okay, can we add a Mr.? Should I add a Science Junior? Actually, I want to add 2 Science Juniors. Because I don't think that they can be restored with that that nice little collector thing. I really don't understand why these experiments are so big. Yeah. Anyone got an idea? I certainly don't. Okay, let's have our thermometer and let's have that. And yeah, the thing is going to collect our sciences. Duna Sat. And as I mentioned before, we are probably going to need more boosters to get this thing going. Alright, is this going to be enough? Well, it's going to be something. The back thumper. Alright, pointy bits, pointy bits. For some reason I prefer the pointy bits to the flatter bits, however you want to call it. The not so pointy nose cones. Okay, let's strut all the things. Strut here and strut there and strutting you and you. Especially you, for some reasons the fairings are especially wobbly. Always have been. Not sure why. Maybe somebody can explain that to me. Okay, we now don't have that much delta V left in our uppermost stage due to all of that science equipment, which we are going to transmit. But let's see whether or not this is going to help us. Okay. We are going to fly away right about now, because, yeah, we should have enough Delta V to perform our Duna mission. First off, we have to get into orbit, of course. Yeah, alarm clock, I'm not going to need you right now. We are on the dark side of Kerbin, but that's not going to help us yet. Duna, there you go. So I'm probably thinking about doing the maneuver somewhere around here, but yeah, we have to get out of the atmosphere first. So let's launch you, thing you. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, this is really having a hard time lifting off. I wonder why. Yeah, not very high thrust and quite a lot of mass to put out of the atmosphere. Okay. Yeah, that thrust to weight ratio is abysmal. We have 1.15. That's really not that good. And those boosters are going to die a fiery death. Okay, we're picking up speed right about now, which is a good thing. Always is. Okay, we're not fast enough to do a gravity turn as I used to do, because our prograde, as you can see, is falling down. Yeah, those were the boosters. They have now exploded. I told you they're going to die a fiery death. What the What is... Why? Why is this happening? This is not normal. Why is this flying in the wrong direction? What the... What's going on? What? Huh? Okay, I need to try this again. This is... I have not experienced this before. And I have no idea why. Curious. Can this be reproduced? Gimbaling is active. We're controlling this. Are we controlling this from the right piece of equipment? I want to control it from here. Yes? Yes. So, camera reset. Let's try it again. Why was this happening? Why was the rocket pitching up even though I was furiously fighting against it? What? Why? Why is this happening? I really honestly have no idea. What the hell is going on here? Are aerodynamics kicking in a weird way and I have no idea why? This should be stable. What I'm going to do now is use the tried and true Kerbal approach. When in doubt, add more boosters. So we will have more power going out of the atmosphere. And what we also want is, first of all, I want this to be more aligned with the main booster. And then let's go full overkill. Yeah, overkill indeed, because we're now way above the limit of 140 tons that the launch pad can take. So is this enough to get us going? Yes, it is. So, yeah, some pointy bits. There we go. Okay, also, this is going to need some of those stabilizers, I think. Okay. My theory is that I didn't have enough thrust to counteract the aerodynamics, and that's why all of that was happening. So let's hope I'm right and that this time this is going to work. Otherwise I might be a little bit cross. I don't want to be cross. And here we go again. Yeah, that was a bit weird, the rocket falling back down towards the launch pad due to its thrust not being that high. But now we're making good progress, and yeah, let's see if that weird effect is coming again. Not this time, so my assumption appears to have been right. Yeah, that was not enough power to counteract the bad aerodynamics. Bad not in a sense of that they're badly implemented, which you could argue for or against, that's up to you, but bad in the sense of that they don't want to let me do my thing. Alright. Now things are moving along nicely. So let's get this out of the atmosphere. 60 kilometers and counting. 70. Okay, we are now very well underway. Let's perform our circularization burn. Yes, this is going to be fine. 260. We don't have that much left in the booster, which is okay, because we never planned on doing that with this booster. So yeah, the tedious moments until we... Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Those visual mods really make the game come alive. Okay, why am I not moving? So... I need to engage my engines to move the engines. Yeah, that was a bit weird, but... There we go. Firing. Now we're going to unlock this, but we're still going to separate. And let's hope that that stage is going to be able to... Yeah, we're definitely out of the atmosphere. That stage is going to be able to get back to the surface. Let's do a quick save. And the fairing is gone, as it should be. So, Duna, where are you? There you are. I want to go to you, my dear. Okay, let's try this over here. It looks like we have something that's going to work. Yep. Okay, let's focus on here. And And let's also... Nope, other direction. There we go. We want this to be closer to Duna, of course. Okay, get up there. Yes. I also don't have also don't have an Ike encounter with this trajectory, which is good, I guess. Oh no, wrong direction. Even with precise maneuver, it's really hard to do those interplanetary maneuvers. Okay, how are we going to do here? Don't need to do it that extensively. Yeah, that's not good. 1,000, so we need 3,500, and then we're going to need a few more. Yeah, and that Ike trajectory is really going to mess us up. Okay, then we need 200, so we need 200, 1,200, 1,300. Yeah, 3,000, 4,000. It's going to be really close to the 4,000 mark that I mentioned earlier. Yep, this is going to be tricky, but we're going to make it anyways, aren't we? Because we are a spacefaring nation with ambition. Okay, did I mess up this maneuver again? No, I didn't, because now I don't scratch the atmosphere. Alright, let's move this again towards the maneuver node. And let's go there. Okay, as soon as we are in the safe zone, which we are now, we're going to fire the engine, because we're definitely going to need to stage this. And once we did that, we're going to have a way lower thrust than with this swivel engine, so we're going to have to burn longer. Okay, which just happened, as I predicted. Modern day Nostradamus right here. Okay, you're going to Duna. Yes, you are. I really hope I won't overshoot this. And how are we doing? Yes, okay. We have an encounter. I hope it's going to be a good one. Yeah, could be better. Let's try to remedy that. Okay, in 1 minute. So, let's go back here and see what we need to do. I think we need to go in this direction. Yes, that's correct. So, upwards and inwards, meaning we need to, yeah, go more prograde, just a teensy tiny little bit. And let's also, yeah, I really don't want this to be too inclined, otherwise we might have a problem later on when we get to Duna itself. Yeah, this should work. This should hopefully work. Okay, burn in 15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Why? Okay, that was too much. Where's my retrograde marker? Come on. I want to get this a bit down. Okay, let's reduce the thrust on that engine, otherwise this might be frustrating because we're going to overshoot. Yeah, and we're still overshooting. What? Just warped. Oh, this is so ridiculous. You know, physics is something that is precise, and the laws of nature, they just work, you know? But apparently they don't in Kerbal Space Program, at least not to their full extent. Okay, what I'm going to do now is orient myself so that, yes, these are catching sunlight. All the sunlight, at least, or a lot of sunlight. Okay, we're going to close this and we're going to add a sphere of influence change, which is coming up in a day actually. Because what I want is, first of all, to save my game. I also don't want this ejection angle to show up anymore. So there we go, we're going to quick save. And then we're going to exit the system. Why? And why do I want to wait for that? Well, reason being is I want to get some new science data from the sun. Yes, while the sun is still shining on us anyways, what we want to do is get some science data from around the sun. So this is what's going to happen in a few moments. Thank you. We don't need that anymore. And let's get out of here. Yes. So we should have, if my X science mod is correct, where is it? In space high above the sun. We can do a temperature scan, an atmospheric scan, a mystery goo observation, and a material study. Did I open everyone? No, just one. Okay, we're going to transmit all that data because, yeah, this won't be operational. Yeah, we're going to restore a scientist. I know. We want to do this, we want to do this, and we want our mystery goo. Thank you. Oh, we don't have... Oh, come on. So we don't have... Let's collect all the science data. Okay, science data is here. Review stored data. Can we transmit at least this one? Okay, let's wait until this is full. Like this. Okay, let's try to transmit this. Okay, that went well. Let's try to transmit the pressure scan. Okay, that worked as well. Material study, mystery goo. Ooh, yeah, that was working as well. So let's also get the material study transmitted. Ah, come on. Not enough electricity in there. That's a bother. Okay, we're going to turn off the reaction wheels. Is there anything else we could turn off? Transmission interruptions may comprise data integrity. No, I want this to be complete. So maybe if I turn off the reaction wheels, it could be that we manage to do what we set out to do, which is transmit our material study. Yeah, I should have added more batteries. That transmitting stuff is really annoying. Alright, let's try this again. Once more. Ah, come on. Okay, let's try it with partial data, because otherwise we won't be able to transmit anything. Okay. Container transfer data. No, we don't want to transfer that. We want to transfer this. Okay, we received... something. Okay, this is now weird, because it's trying to send the data, but it can't. How about a time warp? Okay, I managed to send my data. So we should have all the science on board. And we can no longer see our... Oh yes, we still can see the Kerbin in there. We can also see the moon. Look at that. Tiny little moon there. Can we see Minmus? Well, I certainly don't. And we're going to see what our other missions are doing the next time when we once again enter the ShadowZone. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel for more and follow me on my social thingies. The links are in the description. Also, you can watch one of the 2 cool videos shown on the right. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.